This is Calvin of Team APS.
It's your boy Trell.
And today we're going to be replying to hot takes sent in. And we're going to give our opinion on these.
Are we?
For the most part, I think.
Of course, we can't get to all of them. There were so many of them. We do appreciate you guys' input on the questions that we ask on social media. I'll be reading them, and we're just going to go from there. This is for Calvin.
Oh, wait. I think I know which one.
People who play FTK decks hate fun. For those of you who do not know and did not know, Calvin's one of Calvin's favorite deck was Gem Knight. Is Gem Knight FTK.
Which I was playing before it was FTK. Let's get that part straight. I just can't agree with that one. Because I feel like, you could also just have the fun and like just beating your opponent to a pulp like that and them not having a turn. That could be considered fun for somebody. Or narcissistic, whatever you want to say.
Narcissistic is fine.
Yeah, okay. So, but... Or maybe they just like very high combo stuff because FTK is usually a combo, so...
Now, I will disagree with you there on that. On just that one point, I love high combo decks. Everybody knows Trell's about the combo. If it don't go, it don't go. But I don't think FTK is my idea of a combo deck. Even though it does go, it's just not my idea of a combo deck. But I don't think that it means they hate fun because, like you just said, beating your opponent is fun. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. Beating your opponent is fun. For me, it is. That's like playing combo decks as opposed to control decks.
I'm trying to think like those decks that set up like 5 negation stuff. How is that fun?
How is that fun?
My opponent not playing.
How is that fun for the game? It became solitaire, but you're having fun building this board and knowing that your opponent cannot break it.
Exactly. And
FTK as well.
I'm having lots of fun knowing I will never know what deck you're playing because you don't get a turn.
Because it doesn't matter. Who cares about a side deck?
That's fun to me.
It's still my turn.
That's fun to me. So yeah, I love fun, and I'm pretty sure people that play FTK, the L stands for fun.
He's sadistic. fun turn kills. My troll comment. Truly, not enough people are playing Mystic Mind.
Keep going.
But their real comment. Konami doesn't involve the community enough. They should do more for the fan base in general. I feel like we aren't necessarily listened to. I don't necessarily think that Konami doesn't listen to us, but I do think
I feel like as of recent, they've been having more stuff.
They have been having more here recently, and
community days.
And my thing is, it's been a long time coming, so I'll take small victories because they can lead to bigger.
And also in the events now, they have like their little their section to like record profiles and stuff. So I mean,
they're making progress.
I feel like they are listening to us, but I mean, you can't just have great big changes at once. Like it's gonna always be small steps.
What I've learned in working in the professional world is that even though we don't see the reason, that doesn't mean that there isn't one.
Yeah.
So just because they're not interacting with us doesn't mean that they just don't care. A lot of times there are factors in play that we are not aware of, and that we would never understand since we are not aware of them. We just automatically assume the worst.
Just from the video point, I know it went from us having literally a small section to where we could record
like
videos.
2 tables.
To where now we're able to get passes and record anywhere in the venue. So, and I think that also they give you like slips to ask what could they change and stuff.
Right,
like
they do.
that.
Yeah, they do extra feedback.
I think they are listening, but we just expect the change to happen too fast.
And if we didn't think Konami was listening, then our ban list, we wouldn't have ban lists. Let's just be honest. Yeah. If we didn't think Konami was listening to what you say, we would have ban lists because we all know what a lot of problem cards are. And then those cards hit, the first thing we say is, "Oh, I knew that." It's because Konami's listening. So I do feel like they are listening. I agree
with your initial statement. Like you got to take the small victories. It is happening.
It is happening. I do wish they interacted more, but it is definitely happening in small scale. But like I said, we don't know what all the factors are that are involved in the decision that they have to make. It is a business. It says deck build packs should take the place of main sets. It's a lot more fun to have a playable archetype straight out of a pack than a lot of unnecessary filler that comes in main sets. Don't get rid of main sets. Just switch the frequency of the two with each other. So how do you feel about that?
I definitely say no. How many times do we actually get? We'll get those. There'll be 3 of them in a set, and usually 1 may be viable out of 3.
Yeah,
and that's out of like every 2 sets. So I really say like 1 out of 6 is actually usable.
I agree.
Why would I want that with a bunch of reprints?
Oh God, it's like talking about reprints.
Yeah,
reprints most of them aren't even good. Like at least not at that time.
Oh wow.
I remember we had the little subset that had what was it? Necros, Ritual Beast, and it was something else. And it was Yosenju? I can't remember, but I think it was Yosenju. Necros, Ritual Beast, Yosenju, whatever. Necros became a huge thing. Ritual Beast tried its best, and that's not even talking about Yosenju. It was just that annoying deck that you played. It's a fun deck. I know, who cares? And he said, like you said, don't stop making these main sets. But then at that point, these main sets just might not sell as Konami would like them to.
That's it is overflow product,
and it's not good for business. Also, another thing that we're forgetting about as well with these deck building sets is yes, we get cool little reprints every now and then. There's so many support cards that come out of these main sets that we have to remember. Like these main sets give us so many different support cards for other archetypes, for other cards, other decks down the line. Whereas even if it wasn't a primary selling point of the sets, it's still very important.
Legacy support too for older decks.
That's true, and people love their nostalgia. I cannot lie about that. So
I just have to disagree with that one. I just say keep it how it is. Now at least you want to say boost the playability of the archetype sets in those deck sets. That's fine, but
let's not even go there because nobody's ever pleased by that. Some people say that you don't use skill to play meta. I think you do need to have skill to know what to negate at the right time, remembering your combos and exactly what zones you need to put your cards in, and knowing how to play around negates. What you got?
I do feel like meta involves skill, cause those meta mirror matches are when you're like you're playing meta, so there's always that one deck that counters your deck hard, cause it is the actual meta. You kind of have to know how to play the game.
I agree with the part where he said he does feel like it does take skill. First off, I'm of the belief that this entire game takes skill. No matter, even if you're not a good player, like there's still some skill to whatever you're playing, and that's how I feel. Mirror matches are the worst and the best, because if you're playing the deck, you should know what it does. Even if it's a meta deck, so you see like these Adamantipator mirror matches and stuff like that, you know that 9 times out of 10 they're cookie cutter, they're standard. So whatever they can do, you can do as well, and whatever they can do, you already know that it's possible. Just like somebody said, control decks don't take any skill to 75. That's not true. You have to know your chains.
At that point, you really have to know your chains.
What are you negating? How you keep your resources.
You really have to know.
So,
because if you don't know, you're not gaining that much advantage either.
Yes, you're really not.
You're doing one for ones. You have to know exactly what to do, when to do it. So, I feel like that. I mean, I don't know if that takes more skill, but it takes more of, I guess, knowing the game.
Yu-Gi-Oh takes skill. Like I'm not lying, I play a few decks where I can do the combos in my sleep.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about the Jet Synchron, that one card Jet Synchron that's so crazy. I can do all those combos in my sleep, and it's considered meta. But that doesn't mean it doesn't take any skill, because what if they stop it? What do you do next?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
What do you do next?
So, one hand trap and then you just stuck.
And you're like, oh, whoa, yeah, that works. So, no deck has been just so brainless, and I don't care what anybody put in the comments about this. No deck has been so brainless that you don't have to think about what you're about to do. So, I'm
gonna do a quick skim through in my brain. Nope, can't think of any.
Master Rule 4 was a super important step in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. It drastically changed how the game was played and forced the game designers to think about the game in a new way. Also, because Master Rule 4 broke so many older decks, it forced the creation of legacy support we might not have gotten.
What? Hell no, that wasn't no important step. Master Rule 4 is literally like Dragon Ball GT or something. Like, we don't even... They just pushed Links out the way for like Master Rule 5 and went back to the old stuff. Like,
just like that.
So, it's something that shouldn't have even existed. Links are literally Super Saiyan 4 right now. Like, it shouldn't exist. Like, no, it was not an important step.
I will say...
It changed how the game was played. Yeah, and then they realized it was a bad idea and then it went back.
I feel like Konami gets us comfortable with something. They let us play it for a while to get us comfortable with it, and they change it. Remember when Pendulums came out? Mm-hmm. We had Cleaforts. That deck was ridiculous. I don't care what anybody says, that deck was ridiculous. And then after a while, we didn't really have that deck anymore. But by that time, Pendulum was integrated into how we play the game. The same here with Link Monsters. I don't think it was something that could have never just been a part of the game. My thing is, they got us acclimated. We had Goki. Extra Link Goki with it. They got us acclimated to that type of play, and then they put us back into Master Rule 4. They also gave us some very important Link monsters to play. We got things like Appaloosa, Crystal Needle Fiber, which you think, okay, we're in a format where we no longer really need Link monsters. Needle Fiber is still a highly played card. Board Sword, things of that nature. So I do think that Konami, this is what they do. They put us pretty much on a training regimen. Hey, learn how to play this, get really good with it, get very familiar with it. So yeah, then we're gonna drop back down to Master Rule 4 with Master Rule 5. Drop back down to Master Rule 3 with some Master Rule 4 rules.
But I don't think it was completely wiped out the way how they did. Like they just made it to where like
and they
Links only really works with Links. Like I feel like with Pendulums, the only thing they did was, okay, that was a bad idea to not make Pendulum zones go towards your spell trap zones. That was a horrible idea.
That's true.
At this point, it's literally like zones don't matter unless you're using other Link monsters.
But we're still using Link monsters. In fact, if you look at most extra decks in this format, this meta, they still use a large number of link monsters. So it is a part of the game. That's why I don't think it was a useless thing. It is still a huge part of the game. There are some link monsters that no matter what deck you play, you're probably going to play at least one of them. Like I said, we got Appaloosa, we got Boros, and Borsor. Those are just two to name that are two heavy hitters that you're like, that card's pretty darn good.
I don't think it was important still. I think it was more like an
but
important.
You also play Gem Knight FTK though. So
yeah.
You don't care anyway. You play fusions.
Yeah,
so you're biased. I feel as though they should shed some archaic rules such as missing timing, and that if a card says it ignores summoning conditions, it doesn't have to be properly summoned first in order to be summoned from the game, from the grave. Oh God, I got to jump ahead of you. I disagree with this completely. If a card says it ignores summoning conditions, it doesn't have to be properly summoned first in order to be summoned from the grave. Do you know how many cards we would break in this game with so many just random spell cards, so many obscure cards that people don't look at until something like this happens? I just know. I'm just gonna.
I wonder if they mean something like if you extra Fool's Berry or something from your extra deck or something. I should just better summon it.
I should just be a Month Reborn after that.
What? What kind of rules?
I'm gonna extra Foolish Berry this Quasar Dragon. I'm like Month Reborn.
Just Month Reborn.
And we're going in like.
Do you know I would run like all kind of Lord of D's and all kind of weird stuff
just to bring like
what? No.
This is how you break the game, and then this is where the no fun part comes in.
It's there for a reason.
It better stay there. Now, granted, the missing timing thing is something that upsets me at times, but we also know that there are also some cards that can be abused if they did not miss timing.
Yeah, I feel like if and when is very, 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 very important right now.
I would like to go on record to say they should not have done that to Yang Zings. I apologize to y'all because you Yang Zings did not deserve that. But there are a lot of other cards that were way more abusable than Yang Zings that need to stay at wins. Yang Zings can be ill. Go ahead, Konami, make that happen.
Yeah, that's not that. We gotta wait for them to get destroyed. Nah, just do it.
Konami is going out of their way to avoid adopting the OCG way of structuring card text, meaning separating effects with bullet points for some dumb reason. Currently, TCG text is overtly cluttered for no reason, hurts readability. So what you're saying is you want them to reprint all these other cards that are already out, just to put bullet points, numbers, or whatever else you want. And I see why it would be quote unquote helpful. We're already here now.
I can't even read the OCG cards, so I don't even know how the structure is.
Like I have seen the bullet points, and I see that actually some of our cards do have bullet points. But I understand what he means. Like it's like reading an Inferno card, 3 different effects, and you're like, where does it stop? You know, that type of thing. So I can understand that. But like even if we did it going forward, there's still thousands of other cards here in the past that we're not gonna get that change for.
And that's probably a lot of money. Again, from being standpoint, that's probably a lot of money to try to go back and reprint cards.
And let's be honest, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh for any length of time, the one thing you should learn about the game is adaptability. Adapting to the formats, adapting to the card change, adapting to the rules, like adaptability. So this is just a small. Yeah, because I think that also go back to the other thing we were talking about was like ifs, wins, semicolons, stuff like that. It's like you problem solving card text is important, and they've actually done better with that here recently. And they've been making small changes. Again, small changes like from going from graveyard to GY. Actually calling it banished stuff. Yeah, like things like that. So again, I feel like they're trying to get there. Honestly, at that point, if they changed all that overnight, I feel like we would complain about it. We complain about it. Why they changed it? It was okay like this, or I was used to it like this. And so big change like that, we can't be pleased. I straight up want porno mats banned and porn sleeves and erotic field centers. Jesus frick. Keep that stuff in private. He feels strongly about this. He or she. I don't want to. Oh, I guess it was a he. It said someone's boyfriend. Anyway, actually, card sleeves should be plain colors in general. It's much easier to mark cards with pictures on them. How you feel, brother? I straight up agree. Yeah. I don't think there's a place in here for porno mats and stuff. Like I just don't see the point. Like I don't want the sleeves or the dick box. I don't find it funny. I'm not laughing when I'm sitting across from a person with the mat. They got the anime girl with the big titties that's drooling. I'm grown, folks. Like I'm not entertained by this. Like why? Why do y'all need this? Why? Please tell me why. I don't disagree either. I actually do agree. But with that being said, I do feel like there's a time and place for everything. And I also feel like moderation is the big word here. Mm-hmm. Like I've seen some mats that like that they're scantily clad or whatever. I just don't see why though. Like, I mean, and that's my thing. I can agree with you on not seeing why. But maybe this person can't express themselves in any other platform that they're on in their personal life. But this is Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a card game with friends, and maybe this is the only chance to like, hey. So it ain't nothing else they like in the world. It is, but remember, it's not that. Cheesecake. It's not that though. This is expression. So whatever you want to express is within your own rights. I mean, I can see why the person wants, plain colors or whatever because the marked cards. But at the same time, again, you're not the one paying for this. So if this person wants to pay for these sleeves with this picture on it, let them do it.
I'm not bothered by like designs on sleeves,
right?
Or mats, of course. I just don't understand the whole.
I've never seen a mat or sleeves with a woman on it that was not scantily clad and big boob as we're talking about here. So I mean, it's going to be on all of them. I don't think it should be banned. Again, moderation. Like I don't think you should just have like just the nipples covered up. Like that's the problem, obviously, because there are kids at these events that we go to. But at the same time, you are allowed to express yourself, and like I said, if you can do it in moderation, because with respect to people around you, I don't see any problem with it.
I think they can tell by my face on the video. I'm gonna know it. It's like as soon as I sit there, I'm just like, wow, folks. I just don't know why.
The game is fine at a competitive level, but absolutely sucks at a casual level. All these hand traps just make it impossible to enjoy casual combo decks, TG, Fortune Ladies, etc. It's just not possible to enjoy the game. These kind of decks die to a single ash. Go.
I completely disagree. It's just somebody that's complaining because they just want to see their favorite deck go off. That's it. Like, that's literally it to me. I'm just like, we have cards to stop Ash. Your opponent might not have Ash. Like, at this point, you literally just built a deck to do something, and you want to see it do that one thing. And since you got stopped, you're mad at the whole world.
Well, I actually do agree with that. The reason being is because even when we're playing casual decks, we're actually casually competitive because you're building this deck, but you want it to win.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you want to play all the cards of the archetype, like TGs, whatever. Like I said, we have cards like Ash, so you have to understand that's a part of the game. It is what it is. But on a competitive level, you're going to see hand traps, you're going to see Ash, things like that, impermanence. But on a casual level, you're like, man, I'm just playing TG. Let me just show you this cool play.
But
You've never seen this
I feel
before.
like that also ties into like how everybody wants reprints. I'm like, y'all want reprints, cards are going to be more affordable, so you're going to see these cards at
a lot more.
Level. Yeah.
I agree.
Like we have common Ash blossom. You're going to see Ash.
I look at casual play like I look at Uno, or and the way that is everybody plays differently. You should establish your boundaries before you start playing. Every now and then on this channel, we've played casual duels or whatever, and we'll be like, well, you can't use this, can't use that, can't use this. And it sucks to have to do that, but at the same time, if you're on the same page, you don't feel as slighted. Something happens, like, because what cards you're not going to see. It's the big problem cards in the meta for you. I look at like
you take that from the theme duels, that without all that stuff, it's just free reign to do whatever you built the deck to do.
And that's kind of the point of the casual duel. Like, I mean, just hope that your casual deck can stop my casual deck. That's what this person's saying, pretty much.
You finna casually catch this Ash blossom for me.
Complaining about changes in X card's official name compared to the initial fanlation is pointless, and most of the time it's just people being stubborn for no reason. It's kind of like the whole changing the card text thing with the bullets, right?
Bruh, I don't care what that card name is, but it's a cheesy pun or not. Now, there is one thing I don't like that people do. I don't like the nicknames people give cards. I usually call the cards by their names, like Stick and Chair. I don't call them Stick and Chair. I just don't even know what the name of the card is.
Because it's so easy to call it that.
It's like Sarah.
It's a scepter and sovereignty or something.
Yeah,
like that.
when they was out, I just called them by their name. Like, I don't call them Stick and Chair. I don't call whatever it was Thanos Dragon. I don't do none of that stuff. I just call the card.
My friends call Ash Blossom Forehead, so it's
just stuff like that. I'm like, so I don't really care. Like, and then like, I mean, not to sound like that, but like that's the OCG name. We're TCG. I don't care what OCG does. That's not the format I play.
I'm not with you. I don't care what OCG does.
The name it is when it gets here
is his name.
That's what I'm gonna call it. Now, surely there's been some where I've been like, oh, that name sounded cooler.
Except for Hockey Fibrax, I still call it Needle
That's
Fiber.
not the name.
I call it Needle Fiber, even though it's Hockey Fibrax. Or
like I still don't say VFD. Like I don't do none of that stuff. The name it is here is what I call it.
You know what? I call it VFD because I always forget that his name Calamitous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So I think I actually have to agree with this one. Like complaining about that is pointless.
But anyway,
it don't bother me.
It doesn't bother me. It's not gonna change. And if the name changes with the card's playability, then there may be an issue. But
I mean, I kind of actually I always found that weird. The friends I have that like refuse to call it by the TCG name, like they'll only use the OCG name. Bro, you don't play over there. Why? Maybe I'm just annoyed about stuff.
You are, but it's okay. Not improving at the game is an active choice bad players make. The avenues one can take to get better are there for consumption. They prefer to remain in their current state so that they can justify losing with stock quips. If I had one more card, you just played meta, etc.
This is a good one.
Man, I was like, dang, this person came in for the throat.
This is a good one. Why?
Who hurt you?
what did he touch you?
Man,
This is a good one. I do feel like there's truth to that. Because I feel like I was stuck in that state for a long time. I guess that's one thing, but like it's just easier to take the low road. It's like, oh, I don't run this, so I wasn't prepared. So if I lost, if I lost in school, so I mean,
you played Ash Blossom.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of truth to that, but people aren't willing to accept that that's actually the bottom line reason to it.
Nobody likes self-reflection, you know that. My thing with that as well is, honestly, I typically try not to call anybody a bad player. I just think, it just gives a bad stigma. Know why you're playing the game. If you're just playing for fun, then losing shouldn't be that big of an issue to you. Yeah. But if you're playing, you want to win, and you get upset when you don't win, and you throw these quips out, like if I had one more card, or you just played meta. Like, then what are you going to do about that?
You kind of have to just...
You know me, right, exactly. Adaptability is a big thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! That people have to understand. And so if you're choosing not to do that, then I agree. Does that make you a bad player? No, but it does make you one who's choosing to live in ignorance, because ignorance is bliss. I remember when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I got beat so badly, I did not like that. I did not have excuse for all. If I had another card or we played meta, my excuse was, how can I beat him? I can't take this kind of L like that, you know. So that was my thing.
That's something we were trying to tell some of my friends a long time ago. I'm like, you can say like, okay, you play this game for fun. I'm having fun while I'm playing. This is my hobby, but it's no point in me that believes you're having fun losing all the time,
every time.
There's no way that's fun.
That's discouraging, especially a game that requires money to play. You got to invest something to get cards. So
yeah, I just don't think that's a fun state to be in with quote unquote hobby.
With the hobby, yeah.
Would you say it's more so not choice bad players make, but choice stubborn players make?
Stubborn, and that's a much better. And you said stubborn in the comments. So, and you can be salty, say you only won because you top decked their card, but they did. And also, what happened in this game to where they even got to the point where they were able to get you in this position, you know? So
the card was in their deck for a reason, and it just worked for that reason.
That was their preparation.
Yeah.
So combo, control, and stun play the same way in the end. They all want to prevent the opponent from playing the game. Interaction is fun, but not in terms of super powerful pseudo omni negate monsters in back row. I agree.
I agree.
There's not even much to say about it.
It's not really much to say like that.
He's right. If you're playing, no matter what deck you're playing, your whole end game is to stop your opponent. And
they started off with a point and backed it up in 3 sentences very quickly.
Mm-hmm. So interaction is fun.
That was a sound statement.
I got these 6 negates on board, like Calvin said. What you gonna do?
Yeah. So at that point, you're not playing the game.
And I played combo, and he played control. Same ends. He's right. Good job with that comment. In the story, I just like that comment.
We can't argue with
it. It is perfect. Yu-Gi-Oh! Should have an alternate format that is solo. Something like the combo contest you see at side events at Smash tournaments. There are a lot of interesting combo lines and creative things you can do to be showy that aren't necessarily any good in normal play. I disagree with it being a format, but I think it'd be a cool little side event at like a YC or something like that. Like, so you can go up there and you can I play this deck. Let me show you this combo I made. Not a format. Definitely not a format because that's solitary and there's no point in that.
I feel like he just described YouTube to us.
Kind of, yeah. Hey, this combo. He did hey, go watch my video of my cool combo. I
feel like there's an out for that. That's he mean because it won't get as many views or something. He would prefer it to be a format or something. But other than that, yeah, I feel like that's what YouTube is for. Just record whatever combos you're talking about, put it out there.
But there's still so many combos out there that you've never seen. I'll be on dueling book or something and watch somebody playing, and they will do this combo that I've literally never seen before, and it'll just be their own little thing that they would probably practice with friends or whatever. And I'm like, that's pretty bad.
I think I'm trying to figure out. It's more so if you was to do something like that, would it be like, hey, take X deck and try to end on certain board?
I don't know. I mean,
I feel like
that's too specific. I feel like you should. I feel like I saw a video one day. Somebody was playing 10 dangles and he wrecked somebody with stuff you've never seen. You never thought could happen. So things like that is what I'm talking about. Like being able to put stuff out there that people haven't seen with obscure cards or obscure art types, things of that nature, or even a deck that type of thing. People always want to show off their combos. They really do, but they don't have the platform because sometimes these really small YouTubers have these really cool videos but no views because nobody knows who they are, and you're like, oh wow, I just happened to stumble across this video. But if they go to a YCS or to an event where it can be, it can actually be shown, displayed or whatever in front of a larger audience. I mean, one, it gets them some notoriety, and two, it opens our eyes to other combos for everybody who keeps saying that the game is stale. because I love seeing new things. Even if I don't play it, I love seeing new things about the game. So just like they had like the duels between like Yugi and Kaiba, with the voice actors and all, which I think is pretty awesome. We can do something like that as well.
So it's more so it's like this is on the route to something, but it shouldn't be like a format.
No, not at all a format. No,
like
not
a side event.
Exactly, definitely not a format. Not even you guys playing each other. I'm gonna show you this Q combo, and I said people just vote. Hey, we all saw this. We like this. Put a ballot in or whatever type thing. And
that could be a better idea.
That would be cool. I know, because I would watch that. I know for a fact that I would sit there and I would watch that. That was the end of our hot takes. We do appreciate all the comments that you guys have brought to us. Once again, we love that you guys interact with us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Again, I'm your boy Trell.
I'm Calvin. Hi.
This is Team APS. If you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. Also, if you guys want, please leave a comment down. Comment down below with your hot takes. Any controversial opinion, anything you guys want to get off your chest. And remember, you guys, to see everybody's opinion. Let's not go to attacking each other in the comments. All right. Everybody has the right to their opinion. We want to hear y'all's. All right. Again, this is your boy Trell, your boy Calvin, Team APS. I end my turn.
I wanted to give a shout out to Ridge Wallets for sponsoring today's video. What I like about Ridge Wallets is that these are slim, they're sleek, they're minimal, but they still hold up to 12 cards. All you have to do is just press this and the cards come right out. You can have 12 of them in here, it's RFID protected, and it even has a strap for cash. Then this would be a perfect Father's Day gift. In fact, that's actually what I'm going to be getting my dad this year, and you can get it too at ridge.com/APS10. Comes in 3 different colors. This is carbon fiber. There's also aluminum and titanium. So yeah, shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. All the information you need is down in the description.